past goal! Jeremy!
Saved by Gillette!
Remember the name Messi Sekic! Hello everyone and welcome to our Cosmopolitan League full season kickoff. We are here this evening for Williamsburg FC facing off against Bloc Español. We can see Williamsburg there in the final stages of their warm-up. And I cannot tell you how excited we are here at Game of Frame for our first full season Cosmopolitan League game. And the opponents today for Williamsburg is going to be Bloc Español, who are warming up over there in the yellow. And both these teams finished very, very close together in spring season. Williamsburg just 1 point ahead of Bloc, although Bloc did win when they faced each other, 5-2. So Williamsburg are certainly going to want to get some payback. But who knows what this season has got in store for us in the Cosmopolitan League. It was such an epic season in spring in the Division 2. So many twists and turns. Borgetto steaming ahead at the top of the pack. Sanzac's late comeback run in the second half of the season to pip into the promotion spots on the final day of the season, leapfrogging over Central Park Rangers. But what was prevalent throughout the season was quality, a lot of goals, and some fantastic team communities. So really looking forward to the start of this full season. And this season now we're out of the COVID disruption to the schedule, hopefully permanently. This season will now run all the way through fall and spring. So in spring they just played each other once, but this season they will play each other twice. You got Williamsburg in their final team huddle. And a big shout out to the people already tuned in. Seth Graves, Aldolfo Rodriguez in the chat supporting Williamsburg International. And also, I want to give a big shout out to Seth Graves, who is sponsoring this broadcast today. Between 2016 and 2020, I've been told Seth made 53 appearances for the Doilies as a centre-back, scoring one, getting an assist, and I'm sure keeping out a lot of goals as well. So big thank you, Seth, to supporting Williamsburg FC, providing this broadcast. And we are so excited to see the men in green tonight. And if you watched some of our broadcasts last spring, you would have seen we streamed Williamsburg twice. We saw them play against Sanzac, where they lost late, and then on the final day of the season against Misil, where they had a comprehensive 2-0 win. And I think right before this game, the reserves of Williamsburg FC won 1-0 as well. And guys, whilst we have this brief break, I think we're just waiting for the linesman. We have got so much more coming for you in the Cosmopolitan League, and we are open for business. Let's have a look at our Cosmopolitan League promo. Vuskovic looking forward to Savic. It's through. Durovic Savic! And he's finished it! And Durovic Savic has popped up with a goal that can send Sanzac into the promotion playoffs. a little bit for the pass. But he's turned now, Russo, and that's a great strike! And he wanted to make his mark in this game, and he has certainly done it now. What a hit by Sinas!
Jeremillo! Williamsburg take the lead. The Porgento's coming.
We fight together, we lose together, we win together.
And there they are, the Williamsburg FC getting their final team photo. And as we see them breaking out, let's have a look at our Williamsburg FC starting lineup. Starting in goal is going to be Steve Flinchbaugh. At centre back is going to be Submeet Patel sitting alongside Christopher Blivin. At right back we're going to, or even left wing we're going to, left back we're going to have Lepresti Oaks, and at right back we're going to have Eddie Garcia, who I magnificently spelled wrong. I'm going to wish I could blame it on an intern, but the truth is it's my dyslexia. The next one we're going to have at defensive midfield Geralt Van den Berg, and he's going to be sitting alongside Abonot Barisha. In the attacking midfield spot, behind the front three is going to be Thomas Dube, and on the left wing, or right wing even, is going to be Ben LaRue. On the left wing, John Cato, and leading the line is going to be the mightily named Thor. And on the bench, we're going to have Dave Vogt and Simon Espinosa. So that is our Williamsburg lineup, and as has tended to happen sometimes in the Cosmopolitan League, as we've seen last season, we are still waiting for our second linesman to show up. But hopefully we'll be off and underway in short order. We got some of the, looks like Blivin trying to get that some tape up there on the goal, sort out the net. The referee calling in the captains. Our third linesman has arrived, so we'll be kicking off in just a moment or two. And big shout out to some other people streaming in. Thank you, Ali Sila, for tuning in. Ali brought Gaming Frame in for a fantastic tournament up in the Bronx, right outside Yankee Stadium about a month ago. It was an absolute pleasure covering that. We saw a lot of the Block Espanol players up there as well, I believe. Shout out to Ali. Shout out to Susanna Merida as well, supporting Eddie Garcia. And Eddie, I am going to correct the spelling of your name when I get home. I'm sorry about that. Really got to get the autocorrect sorted out. We've got Williamsburg looking relaxed and ready. Block Espanol in their final team huddle. And we're down at field 90 today, which is actually our first time on field 90 in Randall's Island. Normally we're on the bigger 70s, and I have to say I think it might improve the speed of the game a little bit, actually being on the smaller field. They were just unbelievably big, the field 70s. But here it's going to be much tighter, going to require a bit more technical prowess. And maybe, thankfully, a little bit less running as well. I tell you, if I ran a length of Randall's field 70, I would be pretty blown out. And it'll be Thor, kick off with LaRue. Looks like LaRue all by himself. And we are off and underway. Williamsburg FC in the green and Block in the yellow. And let's see what the Cosmopolitan League has in store for us this fall. It was missed last season, full season, due to COVID. Both teams got spring season, but I'm sure they have missed that slightly chilled fall breeze that comes at the end of summer. And playing football out on the Sunday afternoons, raring to go. And Patel just having to make an early clearance there. We'll note that Block Espanol have got a very tall centre forward. He's probably got about a foot on Patel. Tostin Garcia gets his head in it. That's going to be an early corner for Block. And Block are going to take it short. Coming down to the byline, played in the ball just run out. And Flitchburg's just going to put his foot through that one. And it looks like LaRue is actually going to be playing down the centre. And here is LaRue for Williamsburg and Thor on the right side. I just want to give a big shout again to Seth Graves, the Williamsburg alumni who played for them between 2016 and 2020 for sponsoring the broadcast. And Seth got 53 appearances for them back then, a veteran. And if you did end up retiring, Seth, I hope you're enjoying your retirement now, and the next generation of Williamsburg FC players can do you proud. And LaRue looking to flick it onto Thor. Go down the line, nicely worked there by Block. Switched out left. Good bit of play there by Block to get out of the tight spot. Barisha Gang is filling that one. And it's Thor. Back with Vandenberg. And the Presti Oaks with a good switch out to Garcia. And Garcia's knocked it forwards to Kado. And Kado driving forwards. Plenty of green shots, piling forwards. And just the final pass lacking by Kado. There's a good little break down that right side for Williamsburg. And the Presti Oaks Gang is heading that one.
Well done, lad.
Presti Oaks giving it into Kado. And Barisha is going to challenge for that, and it's coming together the legs. Enough of the ball got on by the block right back. Made a good recovery run there. And Garcia looking long for Leroux, and Leroux is ghosted in beside very easily. Just lofting in towards the back post. But blocks defence, fell asleep a little bit there. Just one throw in to find that space behind. Sent long down the line. Barisha getting his head on it. And a little bit late there by Vandenberg. Could hit that one. Accidental, but a little clumsy. The referee just going to check that the block player's okay. I think he got a stud there right on his foot. Garcia getting a good fit on that one. Back with block though. One back by Dubé. And here's Thor. Looking inside for Leroux. Lets it run. And Kado knocking it onto Dubé. And Dubé has had the shot, and it's a fantastic save by the goalkeeper. Williamsburg just with a flowing move. And Dubé really caught a hold of that one. Acrobatic save by the block keeper to keep it all level. That's the best bit of football so far. And whipped in towards the near post, blocking out, but only as far as the Presti Oaks. And Kado just in the offside position. Barisha. Just getting corner under a little bit of pressure. And block looking to Sewen. It's a really well weighted pass. Now coming down that left, sent back across. Blivin alert to the danger, just putting his foot through it. thought, getting back a hold of that ball. Just doing a little bit too much with it though. Good little give and go there between the block winger and fullback, and Berisha just caught him on his heel. It's going to be a free kick for block in a good crossing position. And block have pushed up 7 yellow shirts into the box, dinked in towards that post, but a little too flat that ball. Black with block. Good chop and sent back across, and too close to flinch ball. LaRue sending it back to Dubé, who's come the closest so far to putting either side ahead. LaRue just getting called back for that one. And LaRue actually just being asked by the referee to take his earrings off. And the keeper's actually gone down for Block Español, or sorry, Block FC even. And I'm not sure what it is exactly he's done it. So he might be holding his knee. Can't really think exactly what might have triggered the injury, other than perhaps the very acrobatic save he made a couple of minutes ago. I'm not sure if Block have a backup keeper or not. And that would be some concern for them, to lose their number one so early in the game. Gingerly trying to move the leg again. And guys, thanks so much for watching the broadcast. And if you're tuned in to YouTube, hit that subscribe button. We've got so much more football coming to you the rest of this full season. We've got Cosmopolitan League, Bowery League, some of the best youth teams in New York City. So if you want to stay plugged into that, hit that subscribe button. And we really appreciate you all tuning in to support the teams, and hope you're enjoying the broadcast. The keeper is back up on his feet now. Still moving that right leg a little gingerly, but hopefully no lasting damage. That's a lovely little bit of aerial footwork by the block winger. And they're going to take this free kick quickly. The Pressley Oaks alert to that danger though. And LaRue getting a slightest flick on, and Dubé's going to come onto it, drive into the box, sent back across. That's going to fall to Van den Berg. Just good defending by Block Espanyol to get a foot on it. And Berisha getting a block on that one, and Thor twisting a turn to try and find that cross. Does get the cross in. Come to Dubé, into Leroux. Dubé, and here's Berisha. Back to Dubé, and Dubé has brought another great one-handed save by the keeper, who whatever was ailing him before. He's recovered now, and Dubé twice now drawing. Good save from the goalkeeper. Williamsburg doing really well to work that chance. Just patient play on the edge of the box until they could get that half yard. Kado's looking to dink it in. Silas back with Espanyol, or Block even. Pushing down this right side block. Give and go, but idea was right, but the execution was off. They've just gone out harmlessly for a Williamsburg goal kick. Berisha giving it back to Bliven. Cato into Leroux. Look to set it back to Dubé, just a little off with his pass. And Garcia got his body in the way, but still with the block player. Well read there by Van den Berg. Both teams have really tried to keep the ball on the deck. Last far in the game, though, it's been good to see. Williamsburg not with the most convincing clearance. And he's going to take the long range shot, but that wasn't too convincing either, just skewed the ball. Living with a big hoof up, but it's found its way to Cato. Cato sending low, but caught very low. And he's deservedly gotten a yellow card for that tackle. Was not a good one. Was late and a little bit high. So we just passed the 15-minute mark. With a good crossing position from this free kick. Cato will be the one to deliver it in. Leroux, the biggest option in there for the Doilies. Marked by an equally tall block defender. Cato's whipping that in with pace. Good defensive header out, and very nearly that ball finding its way onto the freeway entrance. Berisha will send this one in. And the keeper getting a hand on it. The block clearing out, and they will try and break now. Really good work though by Eddie Garcia. And then was late on the tackle with the block player, but I think Eddie Garcia's come out worse for wear from that tackle. Been a couple of crunches already. And in that pause, LaRue is going to take a breather. And Espinosa is coming on to replace him. It looks like Espinosa is going to go onto that right wing. And Garcia also coming off, just hobbling a little bit. And he's been replaced by Vogt. Patel coming in to cover that space. Back with block again, looking for the direct run. And Vogt with his first touch, it's a good one. Fan up to Dubé. Blivin. Got a little bit fortunate with that one, but they've lost it there, Williamsburg, and there's space on the left side for block. Just got held up for a second, and Patel going a touch on it. Not sure if it's going to hit the target or not, but I had to be sure. It's going to be a corner kick for block. That ball's sent in. Williamsburg came out, couldn't get a hand on it, cleared out by Lepreski Oaks. But the goal was gaping for a second. That cross just a bit wild. It's going to go out for a Williamsburg goal kick. And the goalkeeper is just going to have to try and retrieve this ball from behind the fence. And none of the substitute balls that have been provided to the referee have thus far been up to his standards. So in the end, Williamsburg has had to go behind the goal to get the ball. So one thing that I've never understood about Randall's Island is how low the fences are behind the goals. But I suppose it does give everyone a chance to catch their breath. And Williamsburg has now retrieved the ball. Kato looking for a hopeful flick to Thor. Couldn't find him. And Espinosa winning that one back. Strong tackle from behind on Kato. Thor. He's got a good physical presence to him, definitely for a Tiger man, looking to beat his counterpart and winning a corner for Williamsburg. Barisha will be the deliverer again. Sent in towards the back post, and the keeper was flapping a little bit, but thankfully went over everyone's head for him. But thankfully the block keeper did pull up with that injury early on his looked like his right knee. Does seem as if he's recovered now. He's made two great saves off Dubé. The first one in particular got off the ground so quickly. Dubé had absolutely hammered it. Kato looking in for Thor. Good covering by the block centre back. He's going to go out for a throw in. Kato's going to send that one in long. Patel's going to have to try and cut this one out, and he's done well there. For a second, the space was just opening up on the left side for block. And they have looked dangerous down that left channel block so far. And it's brought down inside the box, shot on the turn. And Lepreski Oaks with a critical intervention there. And that was a very ambitious outside the foot shot as it was coming across his body about 30 yards out and didn't connect it quite right. And Lepreski Oaks is looking for Thor. And Thor just caught the block player a little bit by the referee's mind. Good feet there by the block midfielder. They've got some very good technical players block. And that's a good looking ball, brought down, and Bliven had to be alert there, and he was, thankfully for Williamsburg. The block coming up again, and Williamsburg are just struggling a little bit to keep the ball at the moment. And both teams had finding good flowing attacks in the opening stage of the game, but it has stalled a little bit for both of them in the last few minutes. And Thor now within a dangerous position. He's got Espinosa on one side, he's giving it out to Kado. Kado on the right foot has the shot. And it was definitely worth a try, just couldn't get the power behind it. It was straight at the goalkeeper. Good step up by Vox there. And Espinosa. Yeah, to Berisha. Kado with a bit of space on that left side. Didn't back across. And Thor rising for it! And this just gone past the post. The ball seemed to hang in the air for an eternity. So we were waiting to see which side of the post it was going to land, and just wide. Looked like it took a final touch off of a blockhead. He rose very well there, Thor. And the Presty Oaks just didn't get enough whip on that one. We're just past the half-hour mark. But it's still all level. Williamsburg had the better of the chances so far. The block certainly look like they've got some threat in them as well. There's that with the block right winger. Well tracked back by Berisha, but the right back still trying to go with it. It's going to be thrown for block. And LaRue's going to come on for Thor into that centre forward position. And the fullback just couldn't keep it in. And Eddie Garcia's also come on to that right back position. Looks like Vox has moved inside to sit alongside Berisha. LaRue. LaRue looking for the little flick onto Kado. And block Espanyol moving through the gears. Good work there by Espinosa, but falling out to block again. And the right winger's got a little bit of space. He's gonna have the strike on the left foot, and Finnsburg down quickly. Didn't quite tuck it into the corner enough. Block player, but did good work there to get it onto his left foot and get himself that half chance. And that's a lovely ball in behind to the right back. He's got options in the middle. Wasn't the best cross, and Blivin could clear it comfortably at the front post. Okay, they're giving it back to Lepreski Oates, clearing out LaRue. He's going to look to start off the counter-attack, but Block compressing that space very quickly. They're keeping the ball well at the moment, Block. The middle two in particular, very good technical players. And that's a smart ball into the left wing, and they're starting to find that space out wide, sent back across, but again, the final ball for Block, what's letting them down. But Block controlling the midfield at the moment. With a good ball to Kado. It's going to fall to Barisha. LaRue challenging for it. A Block coming away with it again. And Block are really starting to move this ball nicely. Play to the right back. Just one centre forwards in there. Sent across the face of the goal, but again, too close to Flintborough. And that's going to fall out for Kado, who sent it back across, take a wicked deflection. And Espinosa is diving in there at the front post, the goalkeeper gathering it. Good tackle there by Barisha, and Barisha getting a mildly rugby tackle there. They're getting a free kick. And Block going route one here. And Blivin doing really well to get himself in front of the Block attacker. And they haven't managed to find him too much, the number 19 up front for Block. I've got into the wide position as well, Block, but just haven't had the final product as of yet. And it's another free kick again on Kado by the same Block player. And Vogt's going to drill that up centrally. Blivin just doing a little bit too much with that. And Block are going to look to break. Well read by Patel to cut out any attack before we get there, but took too long with his pass out right, and Block are going to come forward with it again. Well read there by Garcia. And he sends out to Kado. He'll do well to keep that ball in, and he's done very well there, Kado. Winning Williamsburg another corner. Breesha sending it towards the near post. And cleared out. Patel getting it back to Blivin. But it's an opening and right winger. He's going to push in. He's in one-on-one with Presky Oaks. Coming down to the byline. Set back across. And Blivin doing just about enough. Excellent work there by Blivin. Nightmare situation, facing his own goal with a block player right behind him. And he just did enough to kill any of the speed of the ball and shield it for Finchburg to gather. We've got another block player down at the moment. And Barisha just taking a breather. And Vandenberg back on, sitting alongside Vogt. The play does resume. Little coming together between Espinosa and the block player, and the block player did not seem particularly happy with Espinosa's tackle, just being held back by his teammates. The referee's going to give him a talking to now. But I have to say, this is certainly starting to feel like a game now that could do with a goal. And the right winger was offside. We're doing well there to get that back to Josh Cato. Or John Cato even, sorry. Presky Oaks. Fox giving it to LaRue. Espinosa. And Patel looking direct, and Dubé's going to chase it. The goalkeeper off his line very quickly. Garcia doing well to get his body in the way and winning a free kick for Williamsburg just to relieve some of that pressure. And we're in the final few minutes of this first half. We have a few minutes of stoppage time as well. Still waiting for that goal to break the deadlock. It's a great switch by Block. Expertly brought down, cutting in onto his right and having the shot. And Blivin again in the right place. Played down the line. They're queuing up in the middle for Block, and it is sent in there now. Patel with a good header. Come back on the edge. And it's a great tackle by Espinosa, just taking the ball right off his toe as he's about to unleash a strike. Through, looking for Cato. The goalkeeper right to the edge of his area again. Has policed it well so far. Lovely feet by the block centre midfielder. Holding the pass, and he's going to have a strike. Cannons off of Van den Berg. And played across the face to goal, and there it is, the opener! And Bloc Español get their Cosmopolitan season account underway. And they've been threatening down the wide areas all game. And finally, getting the right pass into the area, across the 6-yard box, and a tap in. And right at the half-time mark, the referee not playing any added time, which I have to say is a little surprising to me. But Bloc taking the lead right before half, and it looks unfortunate as well for Williamsburg. They've got a player down. I'm not sure who it is. Might be Eddie Garcia. I think it is Eddie Garcia. They started brightly, Williamsburg. Dubé with that searing strike, very nearly getting an early goal. But as the half has worn on, Bloc controlled more of the ball and kept finding dangerous wide positions and finally making good on one. But they're going to have another half to get back, Williamsburg. And guys, this is the first weekend of the Cosmopolitan League season, and we are ready to cover every team that wants to stream. And if you want that stream, you can DM us at Game and Frame. And here is a little reel of the 40 Cosmopolitan League games we covered in spring season. Bushevich looking forward to Savic. It's through. Dermot Savic! And he's finished it! And Dermot Savic has popped up with a goal that can send Sanzak into the promotion playoffs! Just has to wait a little bit for the pass. But he's turned now, Russo, and that's a great strike! And he wanted to make his mark in this game, and he has certainly done it now. What a hit by Sinas!
Jeremillo! Williamsburg take the lead. The Porgento's coming.
We fight together, we lose together, we win together.
All right, guys, and welcome back for the second half. With Bloc Español scoring right before the whistle at the end of the first half. And it looks like we have Thor back on for Williamsburg. I think front three now is LaRue, Espinosa and Thor. Cado's dropped back into the midfield alongside Van den Berg and Berisha. Here is Cado, looking to set away Thor. Thor forcing a throw in for Williamsburg. Cado's just going to launch that one. LaRue getting the flick on, and Espinosa was sniffing around, but the block goalkeeper has been very alert in his penalty area thus far. And that one's through, and Williamsburg being called upon to do the same, and he was. Cado into LaRue, back with Cado. And that's a lovely interchange between Bloc, and they're coming in. They could get a second here. And Williamsburg with the save. Well crafted give and go on Bloc's right side. Williamsburg keeping it just at one. They're going to have a corner though, Bloc, and sending up the big guns from the centre back. And that's a yellow head that's on it, over the bar. And Vox has gone back to right back. And looks like Garcia, unfortunately, probably will not play another part in this game. His boots aren't on, and he's moving gingerly on the side of the field. He got hurt right in the move of that block goal. Berisha just keeping that one in. LaRue laying it run for Espinosa, and Espinosa has been pushed down from behind. And LaRue taking it quickly. It's going to come back to Van den Berg. Cado. Bloc closing it down well. It's going to go back to Cado though. Presti, Oaks. Bloc with good pressure though. They're going to look to break out now. And the left winger's got plenty of space, and he's just a fraction offside. That looked like a very tight one. Volt looking to drill it into LaRue, but not finding him. Well worked there by Block. Fed out to the left winger. And shaping up for the shot. Closed down by Kado. And Berisha. It's looking long. And a good tackle there by Blivin. And it's sent over the top to Thor, but he was offside as well. Both teams starting the second half with a high tempo. Berisha coming off, and Dubé moving back into the attacking midfield position. And it's come out to the block left winger, and he's going to strike it, and he got a lot of power behind it, but not the required direction. That's a good switch out to the left winger. Just misjudged the flight of the pass a little bit. He was offside anyway. And Flintborough looking out for Dubé. And LaRue's foot was just a little bit too high for the referee. And it's a hopeful ball out, but too close to Flintborough. Kayla looking down the line for Thor. They've struggled to transition it out from the midfield to the attacking line, Williamsburg. It's found up to Thor this time though. Thor's going to drive the defence, and he's still going, Thor. Trying to cut back onto his right foot. It's a good tackle. Thor doing really well, all by himself. With yellow shirts all around him, but just a determined run. Here he is again. And it's a good tackle by Block, and they're going to look for the break. Support steaming up into the box, sent across the 6-yard box, and Patel clearing it out. I think going back to that tackle on Thor, he's a little unhappy that might have been a bit of a raised arm in it. But the referee not giving anything. I think the referee just asking the block player to sort out his shin pads, and they have been sorted out now. Whipped in, and free header. Really should have hit the target there. It's a good whipped ball in. Kato, clever little ball out to Thor. And Thor's going to send into LaRue. Comes all the way through to Vandenberg. Tips it back across. And Thor with a swing. Just not coming together. That final shot for Williamsburg, and block now on the break. And a slip through. Frenchburg coming off his line. And just pipping ahead of the block striker. Blocker going to carry an increasing threat on that break. As the game progresses and Williamsburg are forced to commit more bodies forwards. Espinosa getting caught there and clutching his shoulder. That's the final warning for the number 6. And Vox is going to launch this one in. Vandenberg back to LaRue, and LaRue taking a swing at it. But it wasn't the cleanest of strikes. Still plenty of time left for Williamsburg to draw level, and Thor coming back in at that front line has checked a little bit more energy into them. Hey guys, big shout out to some of our audience watching. Money teams, Mahamadou, Koji, and David. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I hope you're enjoying the broadcast. And Vod, just a little short there, and blocker through, and they can double their lead here. And they do! And cool as you like. Block move into the driving seat. And Williamsburg shot themselves in the foot there. It was just a bit of a loose pass back to Oblivion. I don't think realised just how close the block's centre forward was. And quick as a flash, he was in there. And he took his time and picked his spot. And Williamsburg are going to have to show some real character to come back in this game now. Thor giving it to Dubé. Nice little cut back to Thor. Espinosa blocks. Tight man marking has been really good so far, though.
Hey, excuse me. Yeah, help. Thank you.
Oh, my bad. Kato battling away for it there, and referee still won't play it on. Good switch out to Vox. And Vox going to drill that back across to Vandenberg. That's a great ball. Presley Oaks into Kato, and that was a miscued clearance, but back to the goalkeeper. And Lepresti Oaks was looking for, couldn't find him though. Good work again by blocking the centre midfield. They're looking direct up for the 19, I believe. He's on a hat-trick at the moment. It's just a fraction offside that time. And LaRue, it's a little clumsy with that tackle, stepped on the block's foot. He's going to get second yellow card of the game. Dubé getting caught there, and he's down. The referee let him play go on. And it's switched out right, and they're queuing up on that back post, but offside. Dubé's still down. I think just got an accidental stud on the foot as he went in for the tackle. Espinosa's going to look to challenge for that one. That was almost a camera knockout right there. Sends right, and Presley Oates clearing that one out. Espinosa getting out to Vox. Looking for the crossfield pass. It's going to come to LaRue. Okay, they're back to Presley Oaks. Okay, they're looking to drive through. And that's a nasty collision there, and it's a block player down, so they're knocking the ball out. It's a pretty heavy collision between Kado and that block player who's down. Block continuing to have most of the ball. Just a little bit loose with that touch, but as I said before, these block midfielders in particular, very comfortable, all of them with the ball, and good at twisting and turning when they're under the pressure. Tower, a good interception there, but some space opening up on the left side, and block going to push into the box, dig back across, and Flensburg got a hand on it, deflected back off of the block centre forward, and I think he inadvertently whacked the keeper in there, and that looked like that hurt a bit. Flensburg back on his feet and just trying to get the blood flowing back through that leg again. I think effectively he was stamped on. Dubé into Vandenberg, who got brought down from behind. Dubé back into Leroux, just behind Vandenberg. Espinosa, and the cross was not a good one. A more promising from Williamsburg there. And he's just offside again, the number 19. Dubé. Just telegraphed that the block defence has been very good at reading Williamsburg's play so far. Been very compact. Haven't left too many gaps either. Patel getting a hold of that one and looking long for Thor. Leroux giving it out to Dubé, and it slipped to Thor. Leroux, well defended by the number 6. Espinosa, hopeful hit, but too close to the goalkeeper. I think he was searching for Cato there on the back post. And it's played to the overlapping left back, and he's got space. Played back across, and there's 3 for block. And with that, they have surely won it. And they've moved the ball really well at certain moments. That was another good passing move down the left side. Fed across the 6-yard box. And a simple tap in again. And Block, who won when these two teams faced off in spring season, are going to do it again unless some heroics by Williamsburg in these final 20 or so minutes. One back by Cato, and Cato driving forwards to the box. He can pull one back here, and it's just flashed past the post. It's a great burst forwards by Cato. Driving forwards at pace through the heart of the defence. I'm searching for the back post. Dubé just with a little kick on the heel of the block player. The referee waving play on. He may call that one back though for a yellow card. Lovely feet there by the block centre back, juggling it through two players, and that's a short back pass, and they could make it forward. Just found its way back to the goalkeeper. Vandenberg turning sharply. Couldn't quite get it through to Thor though. And Block are going to search up for a fourth here. Trying to weave his through the defence. Vandenberg getting a good tackle in. Good interchange by Block. Looking in from behind. Can't find anyone. Espinosa. Now to Vogt. Cato looking to make something happen again, and winning a foul, much to the irritation of Block. Given short to Cato, but they were wasted that free kick. Patel reading it well, but at the moment, I have to say, Blocker looking a little bit more likely to score than Williamsburg. And Rue coming off, and Garcia. Well, actually, sorry, I think Berisha, I was going to say Garcia maybe recovered from his injury, but he's still sitting on the sideline. Berisha coming back on. Thor doing well to hold on to that one. Driving into the box and giving it to Duday. And Cado's got lots of space on that far side. Cado, and it's another fantastic save by the goalkeeper, who just will not be beaten today. Cado getting plenty of power behind it, finding the corner, but the reflexes of blocks number 1 have been very sharp today. Berisha is looking for Van den Berg. Blocker coming forwards again. Can they put the icing on the cake? They've got a man free in the middle. The ball can be sent in. It is delivered in towards there. And Patel getting a touch on it. It's out for a block corner. And guys, thanks so much for tuning in. And if you're watching on the YouTube, hit that subscribe button. We've got so much more football coming the rest of this full season. Cosmopolitan League, Bowery League, some of the best youth teams in New York, and that sounds like something you want to be locked into. Hit that subscribe button, and we really appreciate you tuning in to support the teams. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast. As it's fallen in and it's cannoned off of the bar. So unlucky there. Right off the underside of the bar. And with that, that ball's also been hammered into the I-93 interchange, I think. I don't think we'll be getting that one back. Espinosa. Into Dubé. Thor. Watch carefully, but all on his own at the moment, Thor. Next formation by Vox. And Espinosa offside. And Espinosa was late on the goalkeeper there, and immediately apologising. It's not intentional, but trying to find some sort of way back into the game for Williamsburg. Can't blame him for that. That was a very big push on the Pressley Oates back. The referee just making sure the tempers stay cool. And it's turned into a lovely fall evening down here at Randall's Island. Dropped to about 70 degrees. There's some very hot days towards the end of the spring season. That's a very sharp turn by Berisha. Berisha's gone through and it's drawn another fantastic save by the goalkeeper. Berisha turning very sharply there, leaving 3 or 4 block defenders in his wake. The block's goalkeeper is just determined for that opening season clean sheet. And on another day, Williamsburg could have had 3 themselves. Good tackle there by Vox. And Vox with it now. He's looking forward to Berisha just ahead of him, the pass, and Ball's going to be pulled back. Block player still down at the halfway line. Block winner cutting into that left foot, and he does have a strike with his left foot. Couldn't find the half yard to get the shot, and the 16's gone for the bending strike there. He did have a left back on the overlap and acres of space. And Vought looking over the top towards Kado. Well worked there by the block midfielder just to escape the attention of two green shirts, and it's out with the left back. One-on-one with Patel, and Patel watched him very well there and doing well to keep it in two. Excellent defending there by Patel. And Vox doing well to hold up the ball and then turn his defender. Just Kado in the middle. Getting back to Berisha. Ridden around one tackle and just about doing enough. One of the block players did have a bit of a swipe at Berisha's shin, and I think if he had gone down, he may have got a penalty there. But kept himself honest, and the covering defender there to clear it out. Here's Berisha again. We have another block player down on the halfway line. Not sure if they did their proper stretching routine before this game, or maybe that a couple of them were playing in the reserves before as well. It was a lot hotter earlier in the day.
Playing left back. Race went off. Oh no, never mind.
And Eddie Garcia is back on for Williamsburg, and there he is. Hopefully fully recovered from the knock he got in the first half. More good football there by Block. And driving down that right side. Cut down to the byline. Squared back across and just behind the back post. If the winger had held his run, had a tap in. It's a good ball across the 6-yard box, and they've done that increasingly well as the game's gone on. Chances still alive though. Good tackle by Patel again. Garcia was looking in behind for Thor, and that came off of his hand. Another great low interchange in the middle by Espanyol. Sorry, Block even. Keep calling them Espanyol because they were called Block Espanyol last season, but I think they've dropped that name now. It's just Block FC. And the attacker there strayed just offside. That's another great bit of one-touch football by Block, and they've done these combination plays so well in the second half. Bliven coming over, containing the situation though. There'll be a Block throw-in deep inside of Williamsburg's half as we move into the final 5 minutes of the game. Now, I think Williamsburg will feel as if the scoreline's a little bit harsh. They've had about the same number of shots as Block. And there's another one. Well, if you can count that one as a shot, it's gone a little closer to the corner flag, but as I was saying, Williamsburg testing the keeper, drawing 3 good saves from him in this game. Block capitalising well, with a little bit more ruthlessness when they've had it in the final third. 2 good crosses across the 6-yard box, supplying tap-ins. But very early days in the season, and sure Williamsburg have got plenty more signings coming into the team. I know that's kind of a university across the Cosmopolitan League. I think still a lot of teams completing their rosters. Good tackle by Thor. He's got Cato ahead of him. The Block recovering very well. And the Block player's almost bundling his way in between Pleven and Van der Berg. And there is the full-time whistle. And Block Espanyol getting off to the dream start to this season. It was very tight in the first half, but Williamsburg probably having the better of the chances, but Block literally on the stroke at half-time, putting themselves in the lead and then taking control very quickly in the second half off of a Williamsburg error. But lots of promising signs from Williamsburg, created some good chances. And they've got plenty more season to go. And guys, I want to say a big thank you to all of you for tuning in. And just a reminder, hit that subscribe button on the YouTube channel. And as we go, I just want to leave you once again with our best moments from the spring season of the Cosmopolitan League. May there be many more this fall. Bushevich looking forward to Savic. It's through. Durovic Savic! And he's finished it! And Durovic Savic has popped up with a goal that can send Sanzak into the promotion playoffs! Just has to wait a little bit for the pass. But he's turned now, Russo, and that's a great strike! And he wanted to make his mark in this game, and he has certainly done it now. What a hit by Sinas!
Jeremillo! Williamsburg take the lead. The Porgento's coming.
We fight together, we lose together, we win together.